Hey everyone, welcome to another deep dive. You know how much we all love getting into those really complex subjects.
Absolutely. And today is no exception.
We're tackling the big one, the story of Earth.
The whole shebang, billions of years in the making.
Exactly. And to guide us on this journey, we've got this incredible book, Earth's Unparalleled Journey, a scientific exploration.
A fantastic read. It really dives deep into the science behind Earth's formation and evolution.
It does. And I gotta say, the sheer scale of it all is just mind-blowing. So to help unpack some of the key insights and themes, we've got our amazing expert with us today.
Glad to be here, ready to delve into the mysteries of our planet.
Awesome. So let's start with the basics. What makes Earth so special in the grand scheme of things? I mean, we know it's got life and all that, but what's the why behind that?
Well, the book kicks things off by talking about Earth's location in the solar system. You know, the whole Goldilocks zone thing?
Yeah, we're not too close to the sun, not too far away. It's like we hit the cosmic jackpot, right?
It's the perfect balance to really grasp it. Let's look at our neighbor. Venus is a scorching inferno, a cautionary tale of what happens when you get too close to the sun.
I've heard it's hot enough to melt lead there.
That's not an exaggeration. The atmosphere traps heat like a runaway greenhouse. Now on the other end of the spectrum, you've got Mars.
Cold and desolate, right?
Heat.
Not exactly a vacation destination.
Pretty much. Most of its water is locked away as ice. So these examples, Venus and Mars, really drive home how crucial Earth's distance from the sun is for life as we know it.
Makes you appreciate our little blue marble even more, doesn't it?
It really does. And it's not just about distance. Earth's size, its atmosphere, and that incredible magnetic field all play a role in making it habitable.
So many factors coming together just right. It's kind of a miracle, isn't it?
It's a delicate balance, a convergence of conditions that allowed life to take root and flourish.
Speaking of life, the book takes us on this incredible journey through evolution, starting from single-celled organisms billions of years ago. Can you even wrap your head around that timescale?
It's mind-boggling, isn't it? From those humble beginnings emerged the incredible diversity of life we see today. And the book highlights some pivotal moments along the way, like the emergence of multicellular life.
That was a game changer, for sure. Suddenly things could get a lot more complex.
Absolutely. Then there's the Cambrian explosion, this period where life just exploded with diversity. It's like evolution went into overdrive.
And then we had the move from water to land, a pivotal moment that led to, well, us.
The book even talks about Tiktaalik, this fascinating creature that had the head of a fish and the body of a crocodile, a real transitional fossil.
I remember seeing a reconstruction of that. It's crazy to think about those first tentative steps onto land, paving the way for all terrestrial life.
It's a story of adaptation and change on an epic scale.
It makes you wonder about those extremophiles, the organisms that thrive in those seemingly impossible environments. What can we learn from life forms that push the boundaries of what we consider possible?
Extremophiles are fascinating. They show us that life can exist in the most unexpected places, from boiling hot springs to the depths of the ocean. It challenges our definition of what life is and where it can thrive.
It makes you think about the potential for life on other planets, right? Maybe out there somewhere there are organisms clinging to existence in ways we can't even imagine.
The possibilities are endless. It really opens up the mind to the sheer tenacity of life.
Now, the book devotes a whole chapter to water, calling it the lifeblood of our planet, which makes sense, right? I mean, we all know how important water is.
Absolutely. Water is fundamental to every living thing on Earth. It's the perfect solvent. It's vital for temperature regulation, and it's involved in countless biological processes.
The book even talks about how water is crucial for healthy skin, which I found interesting.
It's true. We often take water for granted, but without it, life as we know it simply wouldn't exist.
So true. Okay, we've covered Earth's prime location, the incredible journey of evolution, and the importance of water. But now I want to touch on something a bit more, well, controversial. The impact of humans on this incredible planet.
The book doesn't shy away from that. It explores both the positive and negative aspects of human influence.
Right. It's easy to focus on the doom and gloom. But the book also highlights some positive things humans have done, like advancements in renewable energy and those successful conservation programs that have brought species back from the brink.
The recovery of the American bald eagle is a great example. It shows that when we put our minds to it, we can actually make a difference.
It's inspiring, right?
Yeah.
But then there's the flip side, deforestation, pollution, and climate change. The book doesn't sugarcoat those hard truths.
It presents some sobering statistics about the state of our planet. It's a call to action, a reminder that we need to be more responsible stewards of our home.
You're right. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but awareness is the first step. We need to recognize the challenges and then figure out how to overcome them.
Exactly. We have the knowledge, the technology, and the resources to make a difference. It's not too late to change course.
So let's end this part of our deep dive on a note of hope. The book hints at the possibility that we might not be alone in the universe. Do you think there's life beyond Earth?
The search for extraterrestrial life is one of the most exciting and tantalizing frontiers in science. It raises so many questions, so many possibilities, and to think the answers might be out there waiting to be discovered.
It's mind-blowing, right? The thought that we might not be alone in this vast universe. It's a concept that sparks the imagination.
It does. And it brings us to the Fermi paradox. This idea that statistically speaking, alien civilizations should exist, yet we haven't found any concrete evidence of them. Why is that?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really makes you ponder our place in the cosmos. Are we truly alone, or are we just looking in the wrong places?
There are so many possible explanations, each more mind-boggling than the last. It's a question that keeps scientists and philosophers up at night. It really is a mystery for the ages. But you know what else is fascinating about Earth?
What's that?
Its magnetic field. It's like this invisible shield protecting us from all sorts of harmful stuff from space.
You mean like a force field? That's pretty cool. Does the book talk about that?
Oh yeah. It explains how the magnetic field deflects solar winds and cosmic rays, those high-energy particles that would otherwise bombard our planet.
So it's like Earth's personal bodyguard, fending off those cosmic attacks.
Exact. But the book also mentions these things called magnetic field anomalies.
Anomaly. What are those?
They're like weak spots in the shield where the magnetic field is weaker than usual.
Okay, that sounds a little unsettling. Is that something we should be worried about?
Well, one of the most well-known anomalies is the South Atlantic anomaly. It stretches from South America to Southwest Africa, and it can actually cause problems for satellites and spacecraft passing through that region.
So it's not just a theoretical thing.
Uh-huh.
It has real-world consequence. Huh, interesting. What causes these anomalies anyway?
Scientists think they're caused by processes deep within Earth's core where the magnetic field is generated. It's like a glitch in the system, and it's still a bit of a mystery.
A mystery deep beneath our feet.
Yeah.
Wow. So you mentioned something about these anomalies being a possible sign of a magnetic field reversal. What exactly does that mean?
It means that the north and south magnetic poles could potentially flip.
So compasses would point south instead of north. What would happen to everything else?
Well, during a reversal, the magnetic field weakens significantly, which means Earth would be more vulnerable to solar radiation.
That doesn't sound good.
It could have a big impact on our technology, power grids, and even our health.
Yikes. So how often does this happen?
It's happened many times throughout Earth's history. The last one was about 780,000 years ago.
So we're overdue then.
Well, not necessarily. It's not something that happens on a regular schedule, but it is a reminder that our planet is constantly changing and we're just along for the ride.
That's for sure. Okay, so we've talked about the good, the bad, and the potentially weird when it comes to Earth's magnetic field. But I want to shift gears a bit and talk about something the book mentions, sustainable development. What exactly does that mean?
It's this idea that we need to find ways to meet our present needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs.
So it's about thinking long term, making sure there's something left for our kids and grandkids.
Exactly. And it involves looking at the big picture, recognizing that everything is connected. Our economic systems, our social systems, and our environment.
It sounds like a pretty complex concept.
It is, but the book breaks it down into some key areas like renewable energy reforestation and responsible agriculture.
Those all sound like good things.
Yeah.
So how do they fit into the whole sustainable development picture?
We'll take renewable energy, for example. It's about transitioning away from fossil fuels and embracing cleaner sources of energy like solar, wind, and hydropower.
So harnessing the power of nature, basically.
And it's becoming more and more feasible. The book talks about how the cost of solar panels has plummeted in recent years, making solar power a viable option for more and more people.
That's good to hear. What about reforestation? How does that contribute to sustainability?
Forestation is crucial for combating deforestation, which is a major driver of climate change. Planting trees helps to absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, improve air quality, and prevent soil erosion.
So it's like hitting multiple sustainability targets with one solution.
Exactly. And then there's responsible agriculture. It's about farming in a way that minimizes environmental damage, conserves water and soil, and reduces greenhouse gas emissions.
So it's not just about growing enough food. It's about growing it in a way that doesn't harm the planet.
Precisely. And there are a lot of innovative techniques being developed, like precision farming, which uses technology to optimize crop yields and reduce waste.
So technology is playing a role here too.
Absolutely. Technology can be a powerful tool for sustainability in agriculture and beyond.
Okay, so we've talked about renewable energy, reforestation, and responsible agriculture. Those are all pretty big picture solutions. Are there any smaller scale things individuals can do to contribute to sustainable development?
Definitely. Every little bit helps. Reducing your carbon footprint, conserving water, choosing sustainable products. These are all actions individuals can take to make a difference.
It's empowering to know that we can all contribute in our own way. It's not just about governments and corporations taking action.
Exactly. Sustainability is a collective effort. We all have a role to play.
Well said. Okay, so let's shift gears again and talk about something that's been on my mind since we started this deep dive, the search for life beyond Earth. The book mentions some pretty amazing things scientists are doing to try and find evidence of extraterrestrial life.
It's a fascinating field full of possibility.
Yeah.
Just imagine somewhere out there, there could be other planets teeming with life, maybe even intelligent life.
I know. It's a mind-blowing concept. What are some of the ways scientists are searching for alien life?
One of the most exciting areas is the search for exoplanets, planets that orbit stars other than our sun. The Kepler Space Telescope has been instrumental in this search, discovering thousands of exoplanets in just a few years.
Thousands of planets.
Wow.
Are any of them similar to Earth?
Some of them are located in what's called the habitable zone, the region around a star where conditions are just right for liquid water to exist. And as we've discussed, water is essential for life as we know it.
So finding planets in the habitable zone is a big deal.
Absolutely. It's like finding needles in a cosmic haystack, but it's a sign that there could be many more Earth-like planets out there just waiting to be discovered.
That's really exciting. So once they find a potential candidate, how do scientists determine if there's actually life on a planet that's light years away?
It's challenging, but scientists are developing some pretty ingenious methods. One way is to look for what are called biosignatures, signs of life in the atmospheres of these planets.
Signatures. What are those?
Certain gases like oxygen and methane can be indicators of biological activity. If we find these gases in the atmosphere of an exoplanet, it's a strong hint that life might be present.
It's like a cosmic fingerprint revealing the presence of life from an unimaginable distance. Incredible. But I remember the book also mentioning the Fermi paradox, which suggests that, statistically speaking, alien civilizations should exist, but we haven't found any concrete evidence of them yet. How do scientists explain that?
The Fermi paradox is one of the biggest mysteries in science. It's a real head-scratcher. There are many possible explanations, but none of them are entirely satisfactory.
Like, what are some of the possibilities?
Well, one possibility is that we're truly alone in the universe. Maybe the conditions that led to life on Earth are so incredibly rare that they've never been replicated anywhere else.
That's a bit of a lonely thought.
Another possibility is that extraterrestrial civilizations exist, but they're so advanced that we haven't detected them yet. Maybe they're using technologies that are beyond our comprehension, or maybe they're deliberately avoiding contact with us.
It's like they're playing a cosmic game of hide and seek with us.
Exactly. And then there's the possibility that extraterrestrial civilizations have existed in the past, but they've since gone extinct. Maybe there's a limit to how long a civilization can survive, and we're just seeing a snapshot of a universe where civilizations rise and fall over eons.
That's a sobering thought. It makes you realize that we need to cherish our time here on Earth and do everything we can to ensure the long-term survival of our species.
Yeah.
The book also touches on a pretty sci-fi concept, terraform. What is that exactly?
Terraforming is the idea of modifying a planet's environment to make it more Earth-like, essentially making it suitable for human habitation.
So like planetary engineering? It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie.
It's definitely still in the realm of science fiction for now, but it's a concept that scientists and engineers are taking seriously. Mars is often cited as the most likely candidate for terraforming because it's relatively close to Earth and has some similarities to our planet.
I can see why Mars would be a tempting target. But how would we even begin to terraform a planet?
One idea is to release greenhouse gases into the Martian atmosphere to warm the planet and melt the polar ice cap. This would create a thicker atmosphere and potentially allow liquid water to exist on the surface.
So it's kind of like intentionally creating a greenhouse effect on Mars.
Exactly. And once we have liquid water, we could start introducing plant life, which would help to create a breathable atmosphere and provide a food source.
Of course, it would be a long and incredibly complex process full of unforeseen challenges.
It sounds like a monumental undertaking, but it's amazing to think that we might one day have the capability to transform another planet into a second home for humanity.
It's a bold vision, and it captures the imagination, but it also raises all sorts of ethical questions.
Like what kind of ethical dilemmas would we face?
For one, do we have the right to alter the environment of another planet, even if it's uninhabited? And what about the potential impact on any microbial life that might already exist on Mars? We wouldn't want to accidentally wipe out an entire ecosystem in our quest to make Mars habitable for humans. It's a delicate balance, isn't it? We need to be very careful about how we proceed with something like terraforming. It's a huge responsibility.
It is. And it's a reminder that with great power comes great responsibility. We need to think very carefully about the long-term consequences of our actions, both here on Earth and beyond.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, but there's one more area I want to explore with you.
Oh yeah, what's that?
The role of technology in understanding and managing Earth's resources.
It's a huge topic, especially with all the challenges we're facing, like climate change and resource depletion.
Exact. We need every tool in our arsenal, and technology seems to be playing an increasingly crucial role. So where do we even begin with this?
Well, one of the biggest advancements has been in Earth observation satellites.
You mean those satellites that take pictures of Earth from space?
They do much more than just take pictures. They're equipped with all sorts of sensors that collect data about Earth's atmosphere, oceans, land surfaces, and even its gravitational field.
Wow, so it's like having a global checkup in real time.
Exactly. We can monitor things like deforestation, melting glaciers, and even track the movements of endangered species.
The book mentions how satellite imagery is being used to monitor deforestation in the Amazon rainforest. It's like having a watchdog in the sky.
It really is. And the data is used to understand the scope of these problems and make informed decisions about how to address them.
So it's not just about collecting data, it's about using that data to make a positive impact.
Absolutely. And technology is also being used here on the ground, too. Take GPS, for example.
GPS. Yeah, I use that all the time to get around. But how does that relate to understanding and managing Earth's resources?
GPS is used for so much more than just navigation. It's used to track the movement of endangered species, monitor the health of forests, and even guide precision farming techniques.
Precision farming. What's that?
It's using technology like sensors and data analysis to optimize crop yields, reduce water and fertilizer use, and minimize the need for pesticides.
So it's about making agriculture more efficient and sustainable.
Precisely. And speaking of sustainability, the book also highlights advancements in renewable energy technologies like solar, wind, and hydropower.
I've heard that the cost of solar panels has come down significantly in recent years, making solar power more accessible to the average person.
It's true. And as the technology continues to improve, we can expect to see even greater adoption of renewable energy sources.
That's definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
What about water? Is there any technology being used to address water scarcity?
Desalination, which is the process of removing salt from seawater to create fresh water, is becoming increasingly viable. Advancements in membrane technology and energy efficiency are making it more affordable and sustainable.
That's amazing. Turning seawater into drinking water? Sounds like science fiction.
It's becoming more and more of a reality. And then there's waste management. We're getting much better at using technology to reduce waste, recycle materials, and even convert waste into energy.
The book even mentions how some cities are using anaerobic digestion to turn food waste into biogas, which can then be used to generate electricity.
It's a great example of the circular economy finding ways to use what we once considered waste as a valuable resource.
It's clear that technology is playing a vital role in understanding and managing Earth's resource. It's giving us the tools to address some of the biggest challenges we face.
It's true. But it's important to remember that technology is just a tool. It's up to us to use it wisely and responsibly.
Couldn't agree more. Well, this has been an incredible deep dive. We've explored the history of Earth, the wonders of evolution, the challenges of climate change, and the potential of technology to create a more sustainable future.
It's been quite a journey, and it's just the beginning. There's still so much more to discover and learn.
Absolutely. If you're feeling inspired to learn more about our incredible planet, I highly recommend checking out Earth's Unparalleled Journey, a scientific exploration. You can find it on Amazon Kindle and Google Play Books.
It's a fantastic resource for anyone who wants to delve deeper into the mysteries of our world.
And with that, we'll wrap up this deep dive. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey of knowledge and discovery.
It's been a pleasure.